Nisha here. Let us start a new chapter, that is trigonometry. In this video, I will be explaining about the introductory part, the important formulas, trigonometric identities, ratios, and complementary angles pertaining to trigonometry. And these are very basic and very important aspects of trigonometry. So without this, we can't solve the problem very effectively. So these are the things we need to memorize each and every day, because maybe it may slip out of your mind. If it goes, means you can't solve the very important problems, which mostly appears for 3 or 4 marks. So usually the average students will leave these problems because they don't remember, they don't memorize all those things. So please do concentrate, because still in this year they have deleted so many easiest chapters like real numbers, probability, and polynomials, which were easier for the average student to take up marks. But what happened here, very important chapters are highlighted, like trigonometry, statistics, and mensuration, that is surface volumes. So for an average student to pick up these problems will become a little more difficult and tedious. So we have to memorize all the formulas neatly. So please concentrate and watch till the end and memorize each and every formulas related to this. So before going to the actual formula section, we have to know about the history and the root where trigonometry came from. Okay, so trigonometry comes from a Greek trigonon, means triangle, and metron means measurement. So the measurement of the sides of the triangles and angles of the triangles is a branch of mathematics that studies relationship between side lengths and angles of the triangle. So if we need to study about the side and angles of the triangle, then the best course will be trigonometry. The field emerged in the Hellenistic world during the 3rd century BC. It is not a new mathematics field. It starts from 3rd century BC, before Christ. From applications of geometry to astronomical studies, the mathematician in India created the earliest known tables of values for trigonometric ratios. Throughout history, trigonometry has been applied in areas such as geodesy, surveying, celestial mechanics, and navigation. Let us know about a little fact or a brief fact about history. Early study of triangles can be traced to the 2nd millennium BC in Egyptian mathematics and Babylonian mathematics. Trigonometry was always prevalent, that is widespread, in Kushite mathematics. Systematic study of trigonometric functions began in Hellenistic mathematics, reaching India as a part of Hellenistic astronomy. In Indian astronomy, the study of trigonometric functions flourished in the Gupta period, especially due to Aryabhatta in the 6th century CE, who discovered the sine functions. During the Middle Ages, the study of trigonometry continued in Islamic mathematics by mathematicians such as Al-Khwarizmi and Abu al-Wafa. It became an independent discipline in the Islamic world, where all 6 trigonometric functions were known. Translations of Arabic and Greek texts led to trigonometry being adopted as a subject in the Latin West beginning in the Renaissance. So trigonometry is a vast subject which comes from ancestors to ancestral period, all through to Renaissance. So it is an oldest subjects which have numerous applications in day-to-day life also. So let us know about the important trigonometric ratios. You can see a right angle triangle where the side which is opposite to the 90-degree angle is hypotenuse, and the side which is opposite to theta, the theta is said to be opposite side. So this is theta. So the side which is opposite to theta angle is said to be opposite side, and the side which is opposite to 90 degree is said to be hypotenuse, and the base side is said to be adjacent. Okay, other 2 sides and the leftover side is said to be adjacent. So we need to memorize each and everything of this. First is, what is sine theta? So sine theta is sine of theta. Theta will be any angle. Or in this year, that is for 10th standard, you will be learning only specific angles like 0, 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, and 90 degree. Okay. So here sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite side by hypotenuse is said to be sine theta. So cos theta, that is cosine of theta, is also called as cos theta, that is adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent of theta, which is also called as tan theta, that is opposite by adjacent. If you don't memorize these things, it will be a hectic job for you to do the problems easily. Next is cosecant. So cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So sin theta is equal to 1 by cosecant theta, or cosecant theta is equal to 1 by sin theta. So it will be the opposite of it. If sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse, then cosecant theta is hypotenuse by opposite. Next is secant theta. So secant theta is the reciprocal of cosine theta. So secant theta is equal to 1 by cos theta, or cos theta is equal to 1 by secant theta. So the ratios will be adjacent by hypotenuse for cos theta, whereas hypotenuse by adjacent for secant theta. Then the last one is cotangent, which is also called as cot theta. So cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. Therefore, if opposite by adjacent is tan theta, then adjacent by opposite is cot theta. You have to memorize all these reciprocate ratios. So these are the reciprocal. Cosecant theta is the reciprocal of sine, whereas sin theta is the reciprocal of cosecant. Secant theta is the reciprocal of cos, and cos theta is the reciprocal of secant theta. Next, cot theta is the reciprocal of tan, and tan theta is the reciprocal of cot theta. Okay. So next, we can also write sin theta and cot theta as quotient identities. That is, tan theta is also called as sin theta by cos theta, whereas cot theta is called as cos theta by sin theta. So these are the few things we need to remember. Next, the important Pythagorean identities from which we are going to solve many problems. First one is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, which we can arrange it in different directions. That is, for example, we can take this formula as cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta, or sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. These are three identities which we can shuffle here and there. Okay. The second identity is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta, and third one is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. Next is even odd, that is negative angles. Sin of minus x is minus sin x. Sin of minus x, cos of minus x is cos x. Sin will retain the minus sign, but cos will not retain the minus sign. Here, sin and cosecant retains the minus sign, whereas cos and secant will not retain the minus sign, whereas tan and cot again retains the minus sign. So you have to keep it in mind when the negative angles comes, cos and secant are the only two identities which will not retains the minus sign, and rest of all the other ratios will retains the minus sign. So this chart is one thing which you have to memorize carefully. Okay, but it is not a hectic task to do that. Why? Because you have to memorize only one line. You can see here 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. We need to memorize the angle. Sin 0 degree is equal to 0. Sin 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2. Sin 45 degree is equal to 1 by root 2. Sin 60 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. And at last sin 90 is equal to 1. If you memorize this one line, that is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. Just write the reverse form of it. See, starting from 1, next is root 3 by 2, next is 1 by root 2, next is 1 by 2 and 0. Understood? So next, the third line is just the division of it. 0 by 1 is 0. 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2, 2 get cancels, the remaining will be 1 by root 3. Here 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 cancels, the remaining will be 1. Next one is root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by root 2, 2 cancel, remaining will be root 3. 1 by 0, which is not possible, that will be infinity, so we can write it as not defined. Okay. So the next line, cosecant. We know that cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, right? Reciprocal means 1 by this number. So 1 by 0 is not defined. 1 by 2 will be 2. 1 by root 2 will be root 2. 1 by root 3 by 2 will be reciprocal, that is 2 by root 3, and 1 by 1 will be 1 itself. Again, secant theta. Secant theta is the reciprocal of cos. So 1 by 1 is 1. Here 1 by root 3 by 2 is 2 by root 3. Or else what you have to do is, after this cosecant theta, you can just reverse it. Just like the first line you reversed it for the cos, you can reverse the cosecant line. Okay, here this last will be the first term of it. 1, next is 2 by root 3, next is root 2, next is 2 and next is not defined. And the last one, cot theta, either you can take the reciprocal of this section, tan section, or else you can just divide this. So not defined by 1, not defined means infinity. Infinity by anything, you can just write it as infinity or not defined. This is 2 by 2 root 3. So where 2 get cancels, the remaining will be root 3. Here root 2 cancels, remaining will be 1. Here 2 by root 3 divide by 1 by 2, it is 1 by root 3, and next is 0. Okay, or else what you can do is this line. So this line you can just reverse this tan line. That is, first is not defined, next is root 3, next is 1, next is 1 by root 3 and 0. So this is not at all a tedious task to memorize. Just you have to memorize the first line, 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. And next will be just comes easily as it is. Okay. Next, trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. For few problems, we will use these complementary angles also. So how complementary angles comes? See here. Sin theta is also equal to cos 90 minus theta. Whenever a 90-degree angle comes along with cos, so cos 90 can be replaced with sin theta. Okay, so cos 90 minus theta is also equal to sin theta. And the reverse form is also true for this. That is, cos theta is equal to sin 90 minus theta. So cos and sin are complementary angles here. Next is tan and cot. Tan theta is equal to cot 90 minus theta. So this cot theta can be replaced by tan here. Next, cot theta is equal to tan 90 minus theta. So wherever this tan 90 comes, you can change it to cot theta. So next one is secant and cosecant. So cosecant 90 minus theta can be taken as cosecant 90 as secant theta. So next is secant 90 can be taken as cosecant. So these are the important complementary angles. So these are some of the formulas and angles which you have to memorize, which is not at all a hectic task for you, I think. Everything is easier, just you have to practice it daily. That's it. So next, go for the important applications of trigonometry. So by using trigonometry, it helps in day-to-day life and also in many other research and applications, where in a wide range in all the institutions and research fields, trigonometry has been used. One such is find the height and distances. Height of a building, height of mountain. So no one is using a measuring tape to measure the height of Mount Everest or Mount K2. So here the similar triangles of the trigonometric ratios have been used to find the distances and height of such enormous things. Next is in the architecture of the buildings. In architecture of the buildings, in architecture of the bridges also, trigonometric ratios and identities has been used. Next, in the astronomy, we know that trigonometry has been known from long around BC. So in astronomy, many astronomers like Aryabhatta, Al-Khwarizmi, all other great scientists were using trigonometry as their basic concept for the building blocks for astronomy. Next, in geology. Geology means the study of earth. If astronomy uses trigonometry, then our very basic planet also needs trigonometry for its measurements. So it is used in geology. Next, in navigation purpose. So navigation in military purpose and also in migration, in weather forecasting, in each and every field trigonometry has been used. And next, in oceanography. So there is no such field where trigonometric identities or the basics of trigonometries are not used. So it is an important topic and an important concept to learn about. So going to the last part, that is a conclusion part. So trigonometry is a branch of mathematics with several important and useful applications, which I have already told. So hence, it attracts more and more research with several theories published year after year. So if you really like mathematics, then you can take up trigonometry as a subject for applications so that you can build a great career ahead. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video, and let us start the new session of exercise. Thanks for watching.